Today we're meeting with Tara and Rob Bradley.
I'm the newbie.
Rob is going to manage the 8 sites that we have on the Cider Mill property. So we're going to head out after we make a couple of checks here around the yard here. I've got a nesting pair of bluebirds up in the front of the house, and I want to take a look at the nest. It's beautifully made. The cup is fully formed, and although the adults hadn't been going to the box the past few days, they are still around. And the reason why I know they're around, I'm able to call them in with my app that's on my cell phone. What happens is that they'll hear it and they'll come around. They'll be very aggressive because they think it's another
pair invading their territory.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so looks like I'm ready. Now, I did this morning, and the pair showed up. Oh, there they are. Yeah. See how agitated they are?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to get them too upset, but when we're out in the field, if we hear a bird call, I can record it, and then it identifies the call. So it's a pretty neat app. So, I mean, is this too much,
No,
Rob?
come on, you've got to look the part. And if we see a rhino,
Yeah, I need a big gun.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're going up to the front yard. We'll make sure there's no, you can see the needles.
Yeah.
No one's home, that's good. Unlatch the front door. Pine needles are typical of what we see with these birds. And if you can get in close here, you can see that there's a very soft, almost looks like, okay. All right, so I don't want to disturb it much more than this. We're supposed to minimize,
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes. So that's it. We're all gonna go in my car.
Okay.
I just have to change my boots, and I'll meet you at my car.
So we went up for the eclipse on Monday.
Yeah. How was it up there?
Oh, it was awesome.
Awesome,
It's a great thing to see up in Fairleigh, Vermont, which is just north of Hanover.
Oh.
Right on Route 91.
So you're right in the zone.
No, actually, we then drove 2.5 hours up to Enosburg, which is almost in the Canadian border. We were way out there.
Were you able to see the corona?
Oh yeah, no, you see the corona shooting out.
Yeah.
And there's the Boynton's Buttons, where there's little valleys on the moon that the sunlight shines through, so there are these little red dots on the edge of the moon.
Yeah, on TV they showed the red.
Yeah.
They was showing
And
the
you
red
can
dots.
see those, and it gets cold and dark, and the wind dies, and the birds stop singing, and so it's really amazing. Definitely the first one blows your mind, because I did it in 2017 in Idaho. And I was just like, whoa! And this time I was, it wasn't, I sort of knew what was going to happen, so I wasn't as overwhelmed. Whereas the other people I was with, they were just like, whoa!
Yeah, I bet. Well, one important health-related issue is the prevalence of ticks. When you go walking through the brush and bush, especially this time of year, there are ticks seemingly everywhere. And so what I do is I've got some field pants that I've treated with a permethrin compound, which are very effective in combating any kind of ticks. I've actually seen the ticks climb onto my pants and then basically fall off. But one thing you definitely want to do when you're outside doing this activity is routinely check, and certainly check when you're done, so that they don't get a chance to embed, or you don't bring it home and find out 3 days from now that it's embedded in someone else's body.
Yeah.
You've had them on you, haven't you?
Oh, I got Lyme disease a few years ago. Yeah.
Oh, no good.
Yeah. Now, fortunately, I caught it right away, and
Yeah.
you just give you good old doxycycline for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and you're good. But
Oh, 3 weeks on doxycycline.
I'm not supposed to be out in the sun in the summer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It looks like a red-tailed hawk up there. Well, I didn't get pretty sure it's red tail. I didn't get a look at his tail, but.
No, I did.
You
I
did?
saw the sun. You can tell when the sun shines through it. That's when you really see the red, because the red's on the top.
Yeah. We sited a box down in that area, and we did that because there's a lot of low-growing vegetation, a lot of open areas, and a few small trees. The trees are helpful, especially the shrub trees, for the fledglings. When they leave the nest, it gives them a place a protective area to stay. So let's go and check that out. So Rob, the first thing we do as we're approaching the nest, we stand off maybe 30 or 40 feet and just observe for a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, looking for adults, looking for the activity, any kind of flying towards or away from the box, just kind of checking it out. So that's what we just did that. There goes a crow. And so now we'll go up to the box. We approach the box, try to make some noise, and rap on the box just to make sure there is not an adult in there, because you don't want to open it and spook them and then have them fly, possibly hurt themselves. So that's what we're going to do now.
Nobody home.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, nobody in there.
Nothing, no grass or anything? No sign. Okay. All right. So now you have to decide, Rob, what you want to call this. This is your first
We're going to
site.
say RB1-box 30.
Okay, so
Okay.
site 1, Abby, Rob Bradley, site 1, box 30. Okay, perfect.
And then we're going to get the location.
Oh, great. He uses his phone to get the GPS coordinates.
All right.
Okay, then you're going to note down the date. Get asked, was there any activity? And
So would nest status be none?
none, yeah. Now we're walking over to the second box. You can see it in the distance. It's to the left of the path.
That one got spun around.
Oh yeah. Rob is pointing out that the entrance, which we've set them to be facing the east, because that is the most protective in terms of weather. And the wind spun it around, so now it's facing west. So we'll fix that. We'll have to, shore up the pole a bit. So Rob is standing off, and there's no activity.
Yep.
Oh, there's something there. Yeah, let me see what we got.
That's a cardinal.
And no, that's an oriole.
Not a Baltimore Oriole. They don't arrive till May 4th.
Well, it's orange
No, it's
with
red.
black wings.
You can hear it though. Listen. That's
I hear the cardinal, but
You ever see those incredibly rare things where you get a cardinal that's half male, half female?
no.
Yeah, it's this weird genetic thing. It's like half the thing is red, half is sort of gray. All right, nothing in this pump.
So now we're going to go up to the third box. It's recommended by the various Bluebird associations that you space the boxes out about 100 yards apart. Now I've got them at different sites. They're a lot closer than that in some cases further apart. But it sounds like 100 yards, folks, that seems to be the optimum distance that folks have found over over the years. So we're spread out here. I think we're probably close to that. That box got spun around also.
Nothing. No customers yet.
Rob has committed to manage these 8 sites, and that involves beyond the note-taking and the data acquisition that you've been videotaping. It's a commitment of coming out and monitoring every 4 or 5 days during the nesting season. So right now it's early in the season. We're looking for whether or not the birds have actually started to at least think about nesting, starting to bring materials. So Rob will come back like 5 days from now, and hopefully there'll be some signs of nesting. Matter of fact, when we installed, remember that when we installed one of the sites, was it a bluebird that came, or there was
Yeah, I think so.
A bird came, I don't know if it was a bluebird or a chickadee, as we were walking away from the site and landed on the box and kind of checked it out. But anyway, that's the plan. We're at the start of the season. It's April 10th, and like I mentioned earlier, I already have a completed nest in my yard. There's at least 2 other sites that we're monitoring that have nests in them. So we're at the start of the season, and it lasts. Last year I had activity right through July. But it peaks in May and June, and then it just kind of like dies out. Bluebirds can have two broods. Not unusual for them to have 2 broods per season. What we have to do is remove the nest after each brood is fledged, remove it and clean it, and if we do, they'll often come back, the same pair.
Nobody home. Nope, no one in there. This one's a little different. It's got a little glass.
There's some categories that Rob will fill out as the season goes on. There's a description of the immediate area, the habitat, like this is a field. And then there's a description of the broader area. So it'll be a field with shrubs, you know, within like 20 feet. That'll be described. Type of cavity, nest box obviously. Direction that the hole is facing. What else? Oh, the height. Rob will be measuring the height of the hole to the ground. And the instructional information is provided in the Nest Watch website, and that's what this all is. It talks about noting the date of the inspection, number of eggs, if there was any young, when the young appear. That's why we do a 4 to 5 day inspection, so that you can observe each stage of their development, from nest building to egg laying to juveniles, and then to the fledged stage. Then there's all kinds of other information, like, you know, you got to record if any of them die, if some of the eggs don't hatch, the development of the young. They go through various featheration patterns. I don't know if that's a correct word, featheration.
No one's going to challenge you on that.
We'll go with that. And so, yeah, the form calls for noting that type of those changes. So the Nest Watch has the website. Key that information in by site, by Rob Bradley's line, and that goes on to a national database that's maintained by Cornell University, and we have access to that at any time. And by doing so, we provide a history of bluebird production in Billerica. Boy, that looks like a nice site, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you were a bluebird, a male bluebird, you'd go for that. I would.
Nobody home.
You said that's a song sparrow?
I think so.
Did you get that recording? There's a song, Rob is...
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
All right, I'll look it up here. Yeah, song sparrows.
Yeah, they have a lovely song and they're native. You know, one of the first birds to come back in the spring. Thoreau talks about them in Walden. I've heard the song sparrow. They've been back for a month.
A lot of deer track here.
This is number 33. All right, now let's give it a knock. Anyone home? And this guy, yeah. Oh, nice nest, bluebird nest.
Oh, it is.
All right.
Oh.
So you can see.
Rob,
nice this is a good one.
Is there a good cup already?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. This, Rob, I'm convinced this is the one that the bluebird came to.
Yeah, yep.
When
yep.
we're...
I think you're right.
Nice.
Anybody home?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is...
With all the other bird guys.
Yeah.
Nope, no one home.
right.
The Birdman of Alcatraz, that's our hero.
That's right. You're not a true birdman unless you've been in jail at least once.
Snails.
Oh, hey, yeah.
There's several of them.
Wow. Beautiful.
What is it?
Snails.
Oh, snails.
Freshwater snails.
Huh.
Oh, there's a ton of them.
Yeah, all in through here, yeah. Look at... This is wonderful. I hardly ever see these. Feel how light they are. Their shells are made of silica instead of calcium.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why they're so light. All right, we'll bring those home and check them out. Nothing?
Not a sausage.
Oh, man.
Nothing at all.
This is the best habitat.
Eh.
So this would be described when Rob goes through and describes the site. This would be like pasture land, I think we'd call this.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
open field.
Open
Probably
field.
it was, you can tell it has been
Yeah. This was
farmed
at some point. Yeah.
or hayed, at least hayed,
Yeah.
because there's no shrubs around. And for the bluebirds, I know that they try to go to find a place that has the most likelihood of their young surviving. And that means a good, reliable supply of food, which for the bluebirds this time of the year is insects, especially the ground insects, the ground level, the ones you find in the short grass. And there has to be water nearby, and as much as possible free from predators. The sparrow, the house sparrow, raccoons, snakes in some parts of the country. I don't think that's a problem here. And, house wrens. House wrens are predatory. So, and this is a good location because house wrens and house sparrows would not like this open area. Sparrows like be near buildings. You find them near buildings. And wrens you find in thickets. You know, you'd find in thickets that we don't have any real thickets nearby. Given all those habitat requirements I was just discussing, I thought this one would be one of the best sites, but nothing yet. But you know, the season's young. We already have one in Rob's line, one legit nest with the cup, and so that pair of bluebirds will be laying eggs very shortly. And it's interesting, the female, once she starts laying eggs, she lays 1 egg a day. And with bluebirds, it can be 5 to 6 eggs. So each morning, which is one of the reasons why you don't want to do any nest checks early in the morning, because it's early in the morning, 1 egg a day for 6 days in a row or 5 days in a row, whatever number of eggs she ends up laying. No mountain lion, but you know, we do have bobcats in Billerica, believe it or not. One of my neighbors has a video of bobcat walking through his yard, so they're around.
Knowledgeable about bird calls? Is that your profession? Is that
No, goodness, no. Just
hobby?
a hobby, and you know, I'd like to have a bird feeder, and I like to see the birds. And I used to live in Reading, and we had a big willow tree in the backyard, where Baltimore Orioles would build those wonderful sort of sock-like nests, and so we could really watch. We just sit out on the deck and watch them build the nest, and then feed the babies and all that stuff. So. You know, that got me into it quite a bit. And they're fascinating because they always come back on May 4th, and just like clockwork. And they follow it's just as the bugs come out in the upper tree canopy. So as the leaves come out and the bugs come out, the birds arrive. So they don't want to get here early. There'd be nothing to eat.
Where are they coming from?
I believe Central America. Yeah, it's amazing they can fly that far. Same with, I have a little summer cottage in Ashburnham, Mass. And, you know, we get hummingbirds out there, and, you know, they've flown up from South America. It's like these tiny little birds. Yeah, yeah. It's just amazing.
Flaps with the wings.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you're doing 180 per second.
Wonder how much they use the wind.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a thing where if there's a bad storm or something, it can really hurt the population. But I've always been a National Geographic reader, and so since I was a boy. It's exactly how I started. Yes, when I was 8 years old, my grandmother got me that, and I've been getting it ever since. So, almost 60 years.
Geez, we should be able to get this bird.
That's a robin.
Oh, that's a robin. Oh,
isn't
good.
it?
I don't
I
know.
think so, yeah. He's right up in the tree there.
Okay, I should be able to record it, and then this will tell me. We'll confirm it. American robin.
Yeah, he's a robin right there. Rockin' robin.
That's a beautiful call, though, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and in the evening, right at the end of the day, they always kind of go with a really big song, and it's just nice.
It goes well with the traffic that runs by my house at the end of the day, you know?
The rush hour commute.
Yeah.
The robin is singing them home.
So what we have here is people love to pick these early spring pussy willows, which are essentially just buds from a willow tree. Yeah, kind of pretty. This isn't in full bloom, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
That's a catalpa tree. It's not uncommon around our area, but I love the seed pods.
Yeah.
They're really interesting. I was looking for staghorn sumac. Yeah, see, these are sumac berries. You can see the remnants. That's winter food for the bluebirds.
So they do stick around.
Apparently some do, and you get the migratory ones. And maybe it's because our winters have been so much milder that they can survive, you know. But what I've read is that there's a high mortality rate among bluebirds because of weather changes, especially the young, sudden changes in temperature, long rainy cold spells, that type of thing. So,
Sounds like New England weather.
Yeah, yeah. But somehow they persevere. So Rob, one day I was watching the birds out where I feed them.
Yeah.
And there's a crab tree. And there were 3 woodpeckers, and the woodpeckers were moving around, And then all of a sudden, they all flew to one side of the tree and almost lined up so that they were in a line on the trunk of the tree with the tree between them and, as it turns out, a hawk.
Ah.
Yeah, about 20 yards away.
So they knew to just hide on the back of the tree.
So they were using the tree trunk.
Oh, that's good.
And they were motionless.
Hawks are really cool. You know, they have 2 fovea. And your fovea is your area of fine focus.
Oh.
So they sort of have like vision like we have, but then they have like essentially a binocular
Oh.
in there, where, so, you know, they can be way up in the sky and see a little mouse down on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a buddy who was an ophthalmologist.
Oh.
And he's like, oh yeah, raptor eyes are amazing.
Well, Tara, we're finishing our first field day. You're finishing your first field day. What'd you think of it?
It's great. Man, you guys, Rob's gonna have to do this every 4 or 5 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Throw me in that briar patch, literally. Never need much of an excuse to go out in nature and unwind. You get to see all sorts of different wildlife and plants, and every day it changes this time of year. I mean, things are just coming up now, and another month, there'll be a ton of stuff growing.
Rob and Tara and I have just finished walking Rob's line of 8 boxes, and it took us, what, maybe an hour?
Yep.
And it was enjoyable. We found 1 nesting pair of bluebirds, so it's a good start. It's only April 10th. And if folks are interested in participating in the Bluebird Restoration Project, contact BATV.
It's a lot of fun.